Laughter filled the room, but I didn't laugh. My wife sat across from me, wineglass in hand, cheeks flushed with drunken playfulness. "I'd gladly trade my husband for that tall, dark guy with a huge Johnson," she teased, tossing her words into the air like confetti, expecting them to dissolve harmlessly. The others chuckled nervously, a couple forced smirks, but I caught the look, one of our so-called friends glancing at her too long, too knowingly. And I knew. I set my drink down without sound. My hand was steady, though inside me something shifted, a plate sliding loose beneath the earth, readying for the quake. "That's funny," I said. My tone was flat, surgical, because I'd gladly trade my wife for the truth. The laughter died. Glasses froze mid-air. Her smile faltered, but she covered it quickly, waving it off as if I'd simply killed the mood. Maybe I had. Maybe that was the point. I leaned back, silent. The room turned awkward, restless. Everyone waited for me to soften, to crack a smile. But I didn't. I just watched her. And she knew I knew. It began long before that night. Small fractures, strange silences, phone calls taken in other rooms, new clothes she claimed were on sale, sudden interest in late yoga classes that left her too tired to talk when she got home. At first, I told myself it was nothing. Marriage fatigue, misread signals, paranoia maybe. But suspicion is like smoke. You can ignore it, choke on it, or follow it back to the fire. The jokes, though, that was new. Her playful digs at me, always in front of others. Harmless, they said. Normal. But they weren't. Not with the way her eyes darted. Not with the way she bit her lip when one particular man laughed. I'd seen betrayal before, in other faces, in other lives. And betrayal has a smell. Metallic. Acrid. It lingers in the air even when the room is spotless. She thought I was blind. She mistook my silence for trust. She mistook my calm for weakness. But I was watching. Always. I started small. Patterns, timings, excuses. A notebook filled quietly in my desk drawer. Her phone left charging at night. Innocent to her, a gold mine to me. Screenshots, numbers, messages quickly deleted but still recoverable. Technology doesn't forgive carelessness. A gym membership she never used. A credit card charge for a hotel 2 towns over, on the same weekend she swore she was visiting her mother. The lies stacked neatly, like cards in a house waiting for the smallest breath to bring them down. I never confronted, not yet. I played my role well, the doting husband, half distracted, believing enough to be unthreatening. She laughed freely, thinking I was still trapped in the fog. But inside me, the storm grew teeth. Late at night, I ran my hand across the sheets where she should have been, the space colder than the truth I already suspected. I imagined him there, his height, his darkness, his huge Johnson, as she so generously broadcasted. It wasn't the body, it was the choice, the insult carved beneath the joke, the betrayal wrapped in laughter. I ordered the test. Not a DNA test, not yet. This was cleaner. A PI, records, photos, proof. And when it arrived, it was worse than I imagined. The envelope sat on my desk for hours before I opened it. My hand didn't shake when I slid the photographs out. There she was, hotel parking lot, his car, her lips on his neck, her fingers curling around his shirt. Her smile, the real one, the one I hadn't seen in months, glowing under someone else's hand. Every suspicion crystallized into certainty. That night, I said nothing. I poured her wine. I asked about her day. She kissed me lightly, as though nothing was fractured between us. I almost laughed at the absurdity of it. The next evening, with friends gathered, her careless joke cracked the world open. She thought it was her game. She thought she was still in control. But I was already holding the cards. The silence in the room stretched. I reached into my jacket pocket and slid the envelope across the table toward her. "Why don't you open it?" I said softly. Her laugh broke midway. Confusion first, then dread. She hesitated, eyes darting to the others, our friends, now silent witnesses. Finally, she pulled out the photographs. Her face drained. No one spoke. Forks paused mid-air. The truth lay there in glossy stills, undeniable, merciless. She stammered. Excuses clawed their way up her throat, but died under the weight of my calm. It isn't what it looks like. But it was, and everyone knew. I leaned forward, voice even, cold. "You wanted to trade. Congratulations. Consider this your receipt." Gasps, shifts in chairs, eyes turned away. She tried to cry, but I didn't give her tears to land on. I sat there motionless, watching the collapse. I didn't shout, I didn't curse, I didn't need to. The silence was sharper than any blade. Later, when the guests left and she reached for me, I stepped back. Her voice cracked, begging, bargaining, dissolving. But I was already gone. Not physically, not yet, but inside. Hollow, detached. Betrayal doesn't kill love, it dissects it. Leaves it exposed under the fluorescent light until you see every nerve, every rot, every hidden infection. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. I packed a bag that night, not everything, just enough to walk away clean. She collapsed on the floor, clutching photographs like evidence of her own execution. I didn't look back. My last words were quiet. "You don't get to joke about losing me. You already have." And with that, I closed the door.